Ultamize. You'll not always feel completely certain when you speak. Nobody does. Even experienced leaders deal with uncertainty, incomplete information, and changing conditions. But what separates strong communicators is how they present that uncertainty. They do not let it weaken their message. Most people make one of two mistakes. They either pretend to be certain when they're not, which can sound forced or insincere, or they overemphasize their uncertainty and weaken their message. They say things like, well, I could be wrong, or this is just a thought, and that immediately reduces their credibility. The goal is not to eliminate uncertainty. The goal is to communicate clearly despite it. You do this by separating confidence in your message from certainty in the outcome. You can be confident in what you're recommending, even if you acknowledge the conditions may change. For example, instead of saying, I'm not sure, but maybe we should try this, you say, based on what we know, this is the next best step. That statement is honest. It does not pretend to know everything, but it still sounds decisive. Another effective approach is to frame uncertainty as part of the process. You can say, here's what we know, here's what we do not know, and here's what we should do next. This shows clarity of thinking. It shows that you have considered the situation carefully, and it keeps your message structured and focused. What you want to avoid is vague, hesitant language that leaves the audience unsure of your position. If they can't tell what you're recommending, they can't act on it. And if they can't act, your message loses its impact. Confidence in communication does not come from knowing everything. It comes from presenting your thinking clearly. When your structure is strong and your message is direct, you'll sound more confident automatically, even if you're still working through the details. As you practice this, you'll notice a shift. You'll stop trying to sound certain and you'll start focusing on being clear. And clarity is what people interpret as confidence. That's how you maintain credibility, even in situations where the answer is not obvious.